Oh, hello. I'm just finishing up. I'll be right with you. How are you doing today? Excellent. Yeah, you wanted to get some clothes fit for your Build-A-Bear? No problem, that's what I specialize in. Do you have a 4-legged or a 2-legged Build-A-Bear? A 2-legged, just like this cow here? Okay, that makes my life a little bit easier. So let's see what you've got. Okay, yeah. So we've got some little children's clothing, and it looks like maybe some of the things are a little too big. Yeah, but these colors are so cute. I love them. So what were you wanting to do with these? Okay, so just kind of hem the shirt a little bit. Yeah, as it is right now, it's a little bit long. So maybe if we kind of crop that. Does that sound good? Okay. And then how about the dress? Kind of a similar story there, just a little too long. Yeah, okay. So we can crop it right about here. And that'll mean we can see the legs of our friend. That sounds good. Okay. Excellent. Well, I'll go ahead and get started on this. You're welcome to stay and watch if you'd like. Did we want anything done with the shorts? No, you want to keep the shorts as is? Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to get started on this dress. So I'm going to remove our model here. All right. Just remove their current outfit. Okay. There they are. Just going to rest them here and fold up their last outfit. And we'll just set that there. And we're going to get started on pinning this dress up. First, you can go ahead and remove this tag, since you won't be able to return it after I modify it. And just removing the little plastic bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on our model. Just going to slide it over the head. Okay, and then pop the arms through here. Yeah, it looks like the top fits really well. There's arm number 2. And there is it all the way on. So I'm going to add our Build-A-Bear back to our display shelf. That way we can see the full length here. Okay, so I'm just going to take a couple pins and start hemming about where I think we should go. I'm going to see what the total diameter of the dress is. About 37 inches. Okay, now I'm going to begin pinning. So I'm just going to estimate about where we want it. And I'll be able to make some more adjustments once we take it off the model. So, just kind of looking here. I'm going to give it an initial fold just to see if that's about where we want it. Keep it a little bit shorter might be okay. Let's say somewhere in there. I think that's good. Okay. So I'm just going to make a few pins. a second pin in, just loosely approximating here. Try to make it about even, but it doesn't need to be perfect right now. I just like to get an idea of what we're working with, so you can see how much loose material that we're going to have. And make sure it's even around the whole dress. And just right here. And a couple in the back as well. I think this is going to be a really cute Build-A-Bear dress. Yeah, not a lot of people know that you can use infant clothing. The prices at Build-A-Bear are good, but I think their selection is lacking too. Yeah, you can shop online, but it's just not as fun as when you can try them on. Get to see what you're buying, you know. Okay, you like that length? Okay, perfect. I'm going to take the dress off the model now. Just gently removing it. You don't want to poke our friend. Okay. I'm going to put our friend to the side here. Now I can get a better look at about what we need to do. So we're going to be removing about this much fabric. And I will try to save it in case you need it for another project. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go around and make sure that everything is the same length. So it looks like I want things to be about 4 inches long. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's the same all the way around. So if we look here, approximately 4, turning the dress to the side here. So it's a little bit more than 4. So I'm going to take these 2 pins out. Work it a little bit more even. Just like that. Now we can measure again. Okay. Go ahead and pin here. 1 pin and 2 pins. Okay, now checking the other side. Lay it down flat as we can. Okay, let's see. 4, perfect. And now I just need to check the back. So laying it out. Okay, so we have quite a bit of loose fabric. I'm going to go ahead and pin that to the inside, just like this, so that it stays in place. Okay, so we're just pinning this. We want all the pins to go in the same direction. Okay, I'm probably just going to do maybe about 4 of these kind of reinforcement pins here. So we'll do one on the side. Adding a reinforcement pin here. Turn the dress. Add one on the side here. Just like that. Okay. So this is what the dress is looking like. Much cuter. So now we're going to pop this onto my sewing machine. And making sure all of the pins pointed towards me. I'm going to start right on the seam here. I'm just going to slowly, carefully go through. When we come to a pin, we'll remove that. Can remove these reinforcement pins just as we go along. Okay, so now all we need to do is cut these little ends here. Just like that. Okay, so we've sewed it along the hem there, you can see. Now we need to cut off all of this loose fabric. So to save you as much as possible, I'm just going to make a small incision on the seam. Just like that. Just a really tiny hole. And now I'm going to cut along, just like this. Okay, so we were able to save this much fabric, which is great because we could make this into a scarf or a little accessory sometime in the future. And here's what we're working with right now. It's looking really cute. I love this so much. Your Build-A-Bear is super lucky. So now all I'm gonna do is go around and just get this little free edge here. So I'm just going to lay it down. And starting on the seam again. Just going to adjust the settings for my sewing machine. Now I'm going to hem up those seams, okay? Okay. I'm just going to cut that. Then cut these here. Just like that. Okay. You can see now we have this really nice seam along the bottom. Keeps everything together. Makes it look really nice and sharp. Okay, let's try this on. So I'm just going to pop our friend off the stand. And let's push his head through. Just like this. arms through. Okay. So that's on there now. How do you feel about that length? You like that a lot more? Okay. Yeah, I think it looks really cute. Alright, let's put it back on the stand. Okay. I'm just gonna give my Build a Bear a quick brush. Don't want his hair to get tangled from all these different clothes he's trying on. Okay, wonderful. So next is this cute little shirt. So we're gonna do a similar thing here. I'll go ahead and pop this on him. Just placing the shirt over his head. Just like this. Okay. So that looks good. Next, the right size. And there we go. Okay, let's put him back on the stand. And let's see about this shirt. It's almost as long as the dress. Okay. So, similar method here. I'm just going to pull out a couple pins, place them around about at the length we want. Okay, just rolling it up. About how short do you want to go? This one in here. Okay. So I'm just adding a couple pins. Just kind of adding a few here and there, just so we have a general idea. Just one pin right over here. Okay. So now we're going to gently take this off. Just pull his arms through. And we're just going to pull it up over his head. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have about this much extra fabric from this shirt. So we can definitely make something in the future. And I'm going to do what I did with the dress. And I'm just going to make sure that everything is about equidistant so that we don't have a lopsided shirt. I don't think our Build-A-Bear friends would appreciate that very much. Okay, so you can see here how it's a little bit slanted to this side. So we're going to fix that. Let's see, 7 inches, 6 inches. I think let's go with the 6 inches. So we'll assume that this one's about right. Just pinning it exactly where we want it. I'm going to use the pattern to help us out a little bit. Okay, raising this side up, just pinning as we go along. Okay, let's see if that's a little bit more even. And 6. Okay, let's do the back side. So one looks a little bit more even. There's always room for improvement. So we're just adding these pins right along where we think things need to be. Okay. Got a pretty good shape here. So let's add a couple security clips like we did with the dress since there's so much loose fabric inside here. Yep, it just makes sure that none of the loose fabric gets tangled up in the sewing machine. That way we can preserve all this good fabric. In case you want to do like a matching set of gloves or socks or something like that. So just putting a few of these pins here. Perfect. Okay, got that all set up. Got that here. So, same thing. We're going to start right on the seam here. Okay, so I'm going to stitch it back. Okay, now I'm just going to go around once on the bottom. Okay, and now I'm just cutting that. And we can remove these extra pins that are left over. Don't want to poke ourselves or our friend, of course. Okay. So let's cut these little loose ends here. Perfect. We have all of this. We have all of this fabric that we're going to need to cut off. Start gently cutting. So just like last time, I'm going to start right on the seam here. Just making an initial hole. And then going around the edge. Careful not to cut any stitches. And last cut. Okay. So this is what we were able to save from the shirt. It's quite a bit of material. Okay, so now we have one final step. We need to go around securing this loose and possibly fraying edge. Yeah, this will help it last much longer as well. So as always, starting right on the seam. The shirt is kind of flipped inside out for this. Just like that. I'm going to switch my machine again to the hem setting. Just like that. And now slowly and carefully we'll go around again. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this and cut off these edges here. Okay, it's really coming along now. Here's what we have. Kind of looks like a crop top, but as you can see, it's the right length for the Build-A-Bear. So let's just try it on. We get one arm and two arms here. Okay. I like how this is looking. What do you think about the length? It's perfect? I think so too. Okay, let's review your order. So we got this shirt hemmed. And we hemmed up the bottom of this dress as well. I'm going to send you home with the 2 extra bits of fabric. Feel free to bring those back in anytime. And these shorts will be going home with you as well. Okay, so your total today comes out to $9.89. I know Build-A-Bear tailors are so much more affordable than human tailors. Yeah, of course I take cash. Alright, here's this for you. Take that. Alright. Well, I hope you and your friend have an awesome time getting dressed up. I know your friend's gonna look absolutely amazing in their new clothes. And if you ever need any other clothes tailored or made special for your Build-A-Bear, you know where to find me. Of course. Bye-bye.